Hi, Dickens Reads families. It is book club time once again. And this week we are reading Carla and the Jazzed Up Scorch-Torch Funtastic Sneakers by Abreona Curtis, Kairon Cunningham, and Cassandra Wright. The book is illustrated by Noam Harris. The beginning of summer. Dear Diary, my name is Carla. I am 8 years old. I am about to go to the 3rd grade. I decided to keep a diary because all my friends do. I want to fit in with my friends and do all the cool stuff they do. All my friends have the coolest sneakers. They are silver and gold. They flash blue and red lights when they walk. I really want those shoes. Instead, I always have the same lame, boring, plain sneakers. There's Carla's sneakers in the corner. And her friend's sneakers. 2 weeks before school starts. Dear Diary, I have been really busy trying new things. I tried to skateboard, but I had a hard time balancing. I fell and scraped my knees. I also went to choir practice at church. I sounded nothing like Beyonce. The choir director tried to help, but I just could not get it right. I thought I might be good at doing hair, so I asked my friend if I could do hers. It wound up looking like a bird's nest. Basketball, cooking, knitting, swimming. I really want to be good at something. To make matters worse, my mom brought home my new sneakers for school today. I had my fingers crossed, hoping they were the shoes I have always wanted. Instead, it was the same lame, boring, plain sneakers. I was so disappointed, but I knew my mom really works really hard to buy my shoes, so I thanked her anyway. And then I went to my room. The next day, Dear Diary, I just got off the phone with my cousin, Josh. Josh is in the 7th grade, and he loves shoes. I told him about the same lame, boring, plain sneakers. Why don't you jazz them up? He asked. What's jazz? I replied. He told me that I can get creative to make the shoes my own. Why be like everyone else? He said. I thanked him for the advice. I thought about it for a while. Then I decided to get some paper and pencil to practice. The week before school. Dear Diary, I have been sketching designs for my shoes. At first the drawings were not so good, but they have gotten a lot better. Now I think I am ready for the real deal. No more same lame, boring, plain sneakers for me. But first, I need to find some materials. The next day, Dear Diary, I asked Mom to take me to the store to buy supplies. She said, I have a lot to do today. Sorry, I can't take you. So I had to get creative. I pulled rhinestones off of my old princess costume. I used the fabric from the dress to make stars and polka dots. I searched my room for leftover glitter from my science project last year. On one shoe, I put the blue rhinestones on the right side and the purple rhinestones on the left. On the other side, I did the opposite. I glued the stars to the front. I put the polka dots on the ankle. I looked at my creation and smiled. Now I have some jazzed up, scorch-torched, funtastic sneakers. The morning before the first day of school. Dear Diary, I'm not so sure about my shoes. They do not look like everyone else's. I have never done something like this. What if everybody laughs at me? After the first day of school. Dear Diary, as soon as I walked into my new classroom, everyone turned and looked at my sneakers. I was so nervous. Then I saw Jacob, who always made fun of my same lame, boring, plain sneakers. He pointed at me and laughed. He said, "Ooh, those shoes are ugly smuggly." I felt sad for the rest of the morning. Some other kids laughed at me too. It really hurt my feelings because I worked so hard to jazz up my sneakers. I went to sit down by myself. I wondered if I had made a mistake. But something surprising happened at lunch. Kids started pointing at me and my shoes. I think they were comparing their shoes to mine, maybe even hating. Then one of the most popular girls in school came up to me and said, "I love your shoes. What kind are they?" I was stunned. "Oh, these are jazzed up, scorch-torch, funtastic sneakers." "Cool," she said. "I should get me some. Where did you buy them?" "Actually," I said, "I made them." "Really? No way." That's when other kids started saying they like my shoes too. Even the principal said to me, "You are very talented." I really enjoyed all of the compliments I got. A week later. Dear Diary, ever since I wore my jazzed up, scorch-torched, funtastic sneakers to school, my friends have been asking me to jazz up their shoes too. Kairon asked me to draw black lightning bolts on his sneakers because he runs fast. Casey wanted watermelons on her shoes because that's her favorite fruit. Abreona loves red roses, so I drew some on her sandals as a birthday gift. I have also been experimenting with other art projects. Everyone says I am so creative. Now I feel like I could do anything I put my mind to. I am so glad I found a way to express myself. And that is the story of Carla and the jazzed up, Scorch-Torch Funtastic Sneakers by Abreona Curtis, Kairon Cunningham, and Cassandra Wright. Illustrated by Noam Paris. Again, this is a Reach Incorporated book like the one we read last week that is written by teenagers. I hope you enjoyed this story and I hope that it inspired you to do something creative. And until next time, continue reading.